Well, this is going to be a little bit different video. I am going to be covering the Dragon's Lair Arcade Mini, which I won and received this week from ARG Presents, a podcast hosted by the Brent and amigo Aaron. And what they basically say for their podcast, if you look at their webpage, says, each week join amigo Aaron and the Brent as we spin the wheel and make the deal. Each system and topic in video game history is up for grabs. And so far up to today, they've had 161 episodes. I think they record once a week. I also think they're brothers, if I remember correctly. I've listened to about half of their episodes. I haven't actually caught up to the end of their run yet. And so I was a bit surprised when about, a week and a half ago, I got an email from the Brent that said I had won a prize from them. And it was their grand prize, which turns out to be a miniature arcade cabinet of the game Dragon's Lair, released in the early 1980s. I'm going to open it up, but this is my first true unboxing. I don't usually watch any videos like that, and I've never made one really. But I'm doing this kind of as a thank you to them because I was really taken aback by having won a contest I hadn't even realized I'd accidentally entered. So that was fun. And you'll see me play some games, see what's inside the packaging. And don't consider this a review of the game. It's mostly a, hey, I won this, check it out. First thing I'm going to show is Brent spinning the wheel and having me win. And that's pretty cool. It's very short, maybe 45 seconds. And then you'll see me opening up my box. Enjoy.
This is the big spin.
All right.
And you know what? This is kind of like a bonus for everyone involved.
Oh, yeah?
Because I'll never have to say Dragon's Lair Mini again, and I'm sure everyone will be happy about that.
I agree.
So, this is the big spin, ladies and gentlemen, for the Dragon's Lair Mini. Free of charge, shipped straight to you. Let's do it.
Here we go.
And the winner is Adam Trofino. Congratulations.
Adam Trofino. There it is, man.
We will be contacting you via your the way you won the contest, and I'm almost sure, yes, you did send us an email, so we will be contacting you through email. Please be looking forward to that.
Hey guys, keep in mind that for your next contest coming up for the full-size Dragon's Lair arcade game that I'm sure will be coming in the next episode, when you pronounce me as the winner again, my name isn't pronounced Trifino, which is a good try. It's pronounced Triunfo. So Adam Triunfo, keep that in mind. Keep my email address handy for all those arcade games coming up that you'll be giving away to me. I mean that I'll be winning. Thanks. Honestly, thanks a lot for sending this arcade game to me, or miniature arcade game to me. I'm sure I'll enjoy it a lot. All right, check out this unboxing. This is something new for me. I've made up about 200 videos, and I don't think I've had any unboxings. And this is going to be an unboxing of a gift that I received from a podcast called ARG Presents. It's quite a large box. Check out the size of my hands here. Pretty big, pretty big. I haven't opened this yet, so this is a true unboxing. This is something I won from ARG Presents episode number 160. I didn't even realize I'd entered the contest, but I had by sending them off an email requesting that they cover they are going to cover the Ballet Arcade Astrocade. It's on their wheel, which is how they choose which games systems and which games or categories they're going to cover. Well, I was informed the day after I won that I was going to get a package if I wanted it. And inside of this is either going to be an early April Fool's joke, which would make this pretty darn funny because I was told that this is going to be a Dragon's Lair arcade mini, which I don't really know how large it is. I didn't expect it to be this big at all. I thought it was a mini, so I thought it was, I don't know, this big. Maybe it is this big. Maybe it's just in a bigger box. I don't know how big it is, but I thought it'd be no bigger than my hand. So I've seen stuff like this at the store before, and I thought it was going to be tiny. Dragon's Lair is a game that everyone's probably familiar with, especially anyone watching my channel, which recently has had a lot of unboxings, and I've been going through them, but not these kind of unboxings. So let me see how I can open this and see how it goes. As to not have any issues, I brought out my trusty KitchenAid scissors, and we're going to get started. So thanks to Aaron and Brent, or should I say the Brent, for sending this along to me. I think it was Brent from the podcast that I've listened to, not podcast, podcast that I've listened to, even though they have a video cast, I guess, which I don't really watch. But I did watch it this time because I wanted to see my name come up on the wheel. I thought that'd be neat, and my wife and I both watched that together, and she got a kick out of it as well. All right, check it out. Wow, this is packed good, Brent. Good job, man. Good job. Let's see what we've got going on here. Just moving this around. Okay. All right, that's going to be loud. All right. Oh, it's still in the box and everything. All right, I don't really know what this is. I mean, I did look it up after I won, but I didn't know what it was exactly. So let's take a look at the box. Now, I'm none too bright, so exactly how I have this set up so you don't have to see my entire dining area is I've got a close-up, and I'm standing basically underneath so that there'll be some light underneath my chandelier. What that means is I will probably hit my head on it at least once or twice during this video. So let's see what we have here. It says Replica Amusements. I don't know who they are or anything. I thought this was, this looks way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Really guys, I thought this was going to be a little tiny thing. Awesome. Yeah. For winning this, is it the first time I've won something? I guess I won some candy bars when I was a kid for dressing up for Halloween in the 1970s, but not anytime recently. So it says, this is by Replica Amusements. Don Bluth presents Dragon's Lair. New Wave Toys. Made in China. And then it tells me what part number it is. Okay, let me go get my scissors again. Scissors, scissors, scissors. And this is pretty fun. I'm doing this sort of as a thank you to you guys because I appreciate it. And I won on episode 160 where the Commodore 64 was covered, which is kind of appropriate because the computer I first owned, not the first game system I ever had, my first game system was an Atari 2600. But the first computer I ever owned was the Commodore 64, which I bought by saving up some of my own money and getting some, the double box. So this is really triple box. This is going to be hard to get out. So I'm going to probably pause this video while I do this. It says the weight is 330 pounds, but that is obviously not true. Maybe that's how much it cost in the original. Let's see, can you see that? 330 pounds. Maybe it's not 33 pounds either. Maybe it's 3.3 pounds? I don't know. Oh, it says the height is 77 inches. So obviously this must be the original dimensions of this system. Hey, tell me if this was like exactly, like if you bought an arcade game, did they come shipped in a big box like this? I mean, if it was life size? I don't know. This is all news to me, So I'm going to pause this here for a second again and get back to looking at this. I don't even know if I can play it today because if it requires batteries, I have no way to do that. And if it does require batteries, then look at that. That is just, I don't know, I'll bring this a little closer. So it's telling you, keep it this side up, can't get rain on it, don't drink wine with it, worship it like the GameCube? I don't know what that means. I guess this side up. Okay, let's give me a minute to open this up. All right, so this is the third box in there. I finally got it out, and let's see what we've got in here. Styrofoam, I'm sure. Oh, not styrofoam. My goodness, there's another box. Okay, this one looks like it'll come out a little easier. Let's see if I can just take this out of there. Wow, check this out. Wow, okay. So I'll zoom out here in a minute, but wow, look at that. Look at this. Okay, we'll take a better look so we can see it at a better angle, but I don't even want to break the plastic wrap because it's shrink wrapped. I guess I'm going to have to do that here in a moment. Now I've got this out of the box. I think, what is this, a foot tall? I don't know how big it is. I guess I could get a tape measure and check it out. Oh, it has USB connections. Oh, so it's probably powered by, oh wait, USB external controller. What? Can I play this with like a PlayStation type pad? Can I hook this up and play it on my TV? Interesting. Now, I do like Dragon's Lair enough that I have the Wii version of this game, which comes with Dragon's Lair 2, and Space Ace, I think, if I recall correctly. And that's been remastered, but it does not look like an arcade game, you know what I mean? So here, it says, we have, let's see, bring this somewhat closer. We've got a second screen scoreboard. Now I'm guessing this is supposed to represent what was on top of I think you could put a second monitor on top of the original arcade game so that people could like watch, because each play was 50 cents. And the first time I ever played Dragon's Lair was not in the arcade. I first played it on the ColecoVision Atom. My buddy Chris, when I was growing up on the East Coast, not any of the friends I have locally named Chris, because I know many Chris's, he had this on his Atom, and he bought it on cassette, I guess. It came on a tape, I think. And that would load pretty quickly for a tape, and we played the heck out of that game. And for a while, that was the only way to play it, was besides the arcade version. And then eventually it got released on some of the other 8-bit systems a couple of years later, I think. So, let's see, some specifications. Let's see what the features are. Features of this awesome system are... I can't read them. Maybe you guys can. Without my glasses, I'm blind to anything this size. You might as well say something in a different language. But it doesn't. So, check that. What the heck? Bonus Replica Laserdisc player. What the heck does that mean? Okay, now I'm going to zoom in on. So I've zoomed in on it, and here we have, it says Bonus Replica Laserdisc player. And while I've technically never owned a Laserdisc player, I guess I kind of did. And it was back in like 2001. My wife sort of inherited one from her father when he passed away unexpectedly. But I have owned one, and I bought one Laserdisc, and that was Blade Runner, so I could have the original version in the highest quality that I could, and I could watch it on a buddy's Laserdisc player. But now, of course, I have it on Blu-ray, and that is the way to have it. But that's pretty cool. I'm guessing it's going to be this little miniature thing about this big, maybe 3D printed or something. Although, since this whole thing is obviously not 3D printed. And this thing is quality. Oh, it says limited edition. Whoops. Let's see. Can anyone read this besides me? Probably not. Let's get a little further out there. Limited edition 12-inch play scale arcade machine. So if this is about right, so is that how big the joystick's going to be? It's only going to be about that big? How am I ever going to play that? You know, Brent, this might be a torture device for me. We're going to find out here in just a moment. I guess I wasn't showing what I was talking about. But if that is about life size, then my hand is going to be going like this, beep, 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 and I'm going to break it in 1 second, but we'll find out. Maybe I won't break it. Hopefully, I better not break it. If I do, then I'm in big trouble. But I guess there's always plugging in a controller to try it that way. This is dang cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate this again. I'm going to open it up with the plastic and take this out and see if I can actually play the darn thing. Got these scissors again. See if I can do this without totally messing up the box. Normally, I would try to be a little more careful and only take off the smallest amount that is needed to take out the package. But from what I can tell, it looks like this entire plastic is going to have to come off. So this is the noise. I was going to say I'm letting out the 1980s air, but I guess this isn't from the 1980s. In fact, I don't even know when this came out. It probably says around here somewhere. Let's see. Does it say 2020? I think it says. So pretty recent. So I'm letting out the 2020 air, and it's now April 9th, 2021. Oh, and by the way, the podcast that this was on ARG Presents number 160, aired on March 28th, 2021. So I found out a day or two later that I won a contest that I didn't even know I had been entered in. And it's kind of funny because I'm actually a few episodes behind, and I'm only now hearing about the the episode going to have a contest. And it's funny because now I know who wins. It's me. All right, so there we go. We've got plastic. You can't hear me, I'm sure. Plastic is removed. This is some thick plastic. Okay. Let's see, how do I take this apart or open it without making a major mess? Let's figure it out. Figure it out, Adam. A little further along. I don't see any obvious way to do this without... I know Brent's probably looking at me saying, don't you dare rip that box. Oh, whoa, check it out. That is pretty cool. Oh, what the? I'm being attacked by, stickers. Oh, I guess I must have to put these on the, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some sticker, or at least one sticker. I don't know what else is in here. Obviously the manual. What else? Let's see, does this, it looks like, trying to do this as carefully as I can. Okay, so it looks like it comes with power supply, so that's good. I don't need double A or double D back. Oh, check it out. Now that is packed well. And so basically, If this thing got broken in the mail, it is nobody's fault but the post office, I suppose. Look at that little joy. Is this really controllable from here? Or is that just the way it looks and I have to play it from an external controller? That is crazy. That is so little. All right, let's see if I can't get this out. I'm trying. Okay, it's coming. I can do this. Oh, Lord, look at that. That is a little thing of beauty. Little thing of beauty. All right, so I'll put this back in here for now. Guess I need to find something to, and see how this works. And well, let me set this beside it, or let me take it out of the plastic here without, let's see. Maybe I should put on my white gloves so I don't mess it up. I don't know. Maybe these things are, I don't know. I don't know anything about this thing. This was a total shock to me. I don't usually buy stuff like this. I mean, huh. So yeah, what a surprise. I'll put this in here. Now obviously I'm gonna have to take this off. This is like the plastic. I'll zoom in on that so you can see what the hell I'm tearing. So, by the way, you probably noticed by now this is not a review of this Dragon's Lair Arcade Mini. This is just me opening it up and seeing what I got as a gift. And so here's the plastic removed. So there's the little screen. I'm guessing there's some kind of LCD screen in here. Color, not grayscale, I hope. Let's see, does this feel like it's movable? Oh, maybe that's fake. It doesn't feel like it does anything. The buttons do something. They're definitely real buttons. Oh, actually, this thing does click around. So my first portable game system that I ever owned was, well, it was a game called Zap. But that was just, it was an LED screen game from about 1981. My first portable system was a Nintendo Game & Watch, which was it was called Donkey Kong 2, which was only on the Game & Watch. And I guess on the home arcade ports for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. That feels like that is a real joystick. The problem is I can never play it because I don't have quarters that are only that big. So, oh well. Nice try, Brent. Yeah, cool. All right. So I'm going to have to take a moment here to see how this thing works. Maybe I can get it hooked up and I'll show you how it plays. I currently have the Dragon's Lair arcade game plugged into a power supply that I have. It recommends 12 watt power supply, but I only have a 10. But that should still work, I think, to charge it. And it says you have to charge it for a little while before you can actually play it, even if you don't play it without, even if you play it with it plugged into the wall. So that's what I'm doing. But in this little bag that came in the box that's back here, there's a little laser disc. I mean, it's only this big, so obviously it's not a real laser disc. There's some quarters, which are very tiny. I mean, look how tiny that is. There's this, and this I think is supposed to be the remote control for the Laserdisc player. The manual talks about some of this stuff. But I don't. I haven't opened up the box yet, and I think this is supposed to go inside of the Laserdisc player, which I believe is inside. And I'm going to do a close-up of this Laserdisc because I think it's pretty cool, and I kind of want to take it out of this, but I also at the same time don't. But since I'm making a video and it's an unboxing, why don't I take it out for the heck of it? Let's see if I can do this without tearing everything open. Doesn't look like I can. Does it just pop out? No. This is the problem with making videos live, or as live as I am. All right, here we go. We've got it out. Now my Laserdisc, my real Laserdisc that I had, oh, it does look like a Laserdisc. Look at that. Oh, well, all right. So if this was my real Laserdisc, I'd be in trouble. So I'm going to zoom in on that so you can see what it looks like. Let's do that right now. Zoom in. All right. I don't know if you can read the writing on there. But it does say Dragon's Lair. Let me kind of center this as best I can. While my system is still charging, I couldn't get it to focus in anymore, by the way, on the quarters or the quote quarters, and not really quarters. I wanted to read a little bit about this. And I did want to say that I went to the Classic Gaming Expo in 2001 in Las Vegas, and I did see Don Bluth talk about this game, and I was in the audience, and I think he said something along the lines, and this is something I've heard him say since, but at the time it was the first time I've ever heard him say this. But it's the most money he was ever paid for the least amount of work, because the amount of animation in Dragon's Lair, I don't remember how many minutes it is, but it is, I mean, it's not the length of a movie, you know what I mean? And he was talking about, it's made him more famous than any of the movies he worked on. And by the way, if you haven't seen The Secret of Nymph, that's a Don Bluth movie you should check out. It's pretty good. But I wanted to read some of this information in here because it's kind of interesting. I'm wearing my glasses now, so I should be able to do this. So it says charge it, external, how to play. I forgot what it was that I read in here that I thought was worth reading. The mini disc player talks about that there. Well, I'm going to wait a few minutes so I can show you some gameplay, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. So, again, thank you. I'll say thank you as many times as I possibly can during the making of this video. Let's go see if my system is ready to be played yet. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Look at the size of my hand compared to this. I did turn it on. It's charged for about 10 minutes, which won't let it run from its internal battery or whatever it has inside. But will, I guess, for some reason, even though it's plugged in, you have to let it charge. It says to, so I did it. Look at me reading the instructions for the first time. I'm not sure how well the screen will show up. I haven't tried this yet, but I wanted to turn it on. So there's a little on-off switch in the back, obviously. And it takes a moment. It's almost like it's booting. So I'm not sure what the hardware is inside of here. I'm guessing it's like you can't see the screen yet. Can you see that? I'm going to try to zoom in a bit. And oh, check it out. I didn't notice that was on because I was looking at it from the top earlier. So if you're looking at it down, you can't see the scoreboard up there. So I don't know if the speakers are actually coming out of here, or the sound. Let's see, in a minute we're going to get sound. Look at that little thing. I don't know how I'm going to play this. All right, you're probably familiar with that. Man, I remember when I first saw this in the arcade, I didn't play it, but I thought it looked, well, I didn't think it looked real, but I saw it when it was new. I just didn't play it because it was at a princely sum of 50 cents at the time. Yeah, and that was in 83 or so when it came out. So let's see, it says you got to put in 2 coins. So let's see. Where are my coins going in? 1, 2. So let's see. Play 1 player. I don't know. I'm not any good at this game. Look at this. It's so tiny. It's like a little baby. All right. Oh, 1 dead. I don't think I'm ever going to make it. Oh, don't drink it, Adam, which is, I did that, but even though I shouldn't have. Okay, oh yeah, the rapids. I like that it's doing it randomly, so you don't have to play the same ones over and over. This is working, Brent, thank you. Uh-oh. Woo! Oh, shoot. I'm actually doing it the timing right, which is amazing. I can't believe the quality of this LCD screen. It looks fantastic. Oh, I have to grab it with my hand. I think that might be my last guy, no? Oh, this is hard. Ah! Man. Oh, this is difficult. It's very hard to see. Well, it's not that hard to see. So I used to play this on the Amiga back in the 90s. And on the Amiga, there's actually... Oh, I was supposed to jump there. There's actually a version called Dragon's Lair 2, but it's really the second part of Dragon's Lair. I'm going to see if I can't zoom in on the screen a little bit more, see what we can show you there. All right, I'm going to play one more, and then I'm going to wrap this up. I really do think this is fantastic that I got this for free. I won it. I mean, if you're going to win anything, win a Dragon's Lair. I mean, alright, there I am. The screen looks excellent, and this is going to be played on an HDMI TV apparently too, which I might have to try. Alright, which... Did I make it? Oh, I made it that time. Great. Oh, this one's not too bad. I like that it's giving me a hint. Oh, no, I went right into the fire. Oh. Save me. Oh, I missed it. They have that scene in the Atom version of this. Oh, I was supposed to go through that door. I missed it. So when I beat this game, it was with unlimited continues, and you need them. I mean, I guess the manual says there's 200 choices in the game, which it seems like there's more than that. Whoops. Smash. Oh, I never get past this sucker. Boink. I know I've gotten past it, but it's luck. I think you have to count how many times they've turned or something. I don't know. All right, I'm going to do a close-up of the screen and see how it looks that way, and see if you can get a better idea. And you can see the quality of it. Man, look how little that thing is. Like, it's teeny tiny. That's like life. I was going to say it's life size, but that, I mean, it works. Very curious to try some external joysticks and stuff. But that is for another day. In the meantime, I just want to show a little bit more about the game. All right, time to insert my last quote coin. 2 of them been inserted. I like how it's just like the real game where you have to insert both of them. All right, zooming in. So this is actually what its screen looks like. It looks pretty clear to me. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I made it. Okay, let's see if I can't clear it this time. 1. This joystick works really good. Hey, I cleared that. Awesome. Save me. I'm supposed to hit the button. Okay, see if I can't do it this time. That's 1. Oh man, I keep getting to this one. Oh, I got smashed. Brent, I'm blaming that on you. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Nope. I don't know when to do that one. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. This is the mud one. I didn't get him. And you go through guys really fast in this. Got him. Oh, man. And what a fantastic little version of this game. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm looking forward to ARG Presents. Oh, you know what? I want to show one other thing. So I'm going to show you what an astrocade looks like compared to this. Or not compared to this, in relation to it in size. So let's zoom out a bit. I'm going to go in my other room, get an astrocade, and show you what the astrocade looks like. And one of these days, you guys are going to cover that. I think this console here, released in 1978, is the reason I won this. Am I right, guys? Aaron? Am I right? Brent, am I right? Or the Brent? Because I wrote to you guys when you got put on the wheel of the Bally computer system, or the Bally astrocade, which many people call it. So thanks to this, I now have a not a life-size Dragon's Lair. That would have been expensive to ship to me, wouldn't it? So I've got this 12-inch replica size. Replica size? I guess that's about right. Scale size. That's the word I'm looking for. And since we're here, I'm going to show you this because I'm hoping you guys will cover the system soon. I don't think you've covered it yet, unless I missed that episode, which is possible. I try to keep up, but I don't always. So this is the dust cover. It comes off, and inside you can store, I think, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 cartridges you can store inside. Cartridges are about like this big, so they're about the size of a cassette, and they just fit inside the block like this. Dink. They come out like this. So when you guys get to the system, remember I've sent you an email, the email that let me win this, and you get your 24 key keypad. You can play BASIC on it, and so you put in a cartridge, turn it on. It's got RF only. Like I said, it came out in January 1978. And this game that I was showing here is one of the earliest games. Came out in 1978, maybe 79, something like that. It's very, very simple. I mean, it's as simple as the earliest 2600 games. And then it also has a version of Basic. This one is called Bally Basic, but it's got a built-in 2000 baud connector, and you can load any Basic game, which fills up 1.8K of RAM, so not much, and play games that way. Or there's about 25 release cartridges, 26 release cartridges, depending on how you look at it. Over 30. If you download the ROM set, there's many, many dozens of games, but the official releases, if you don't include prototypes and third-party games, it's less than 30, I think. And there we are. Oh, it has an eject button. Look at that. Dink. All right, guys. Appreciate you sending this to me. Thank you very much. If you ever have another contest, maybe I'll actually pay attention to join it and on purpose. That'd be great. I enjoy your podcast. Keep it up. And say hello to Boat for me. All right. Bye. Thanks for watching.